Yeah.
Thank you, Drew Garabo.
Because without him, we would
John
not be
Center.
here.
All ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hoppy. This is Hoppy Hour.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Let's take him back. Get what I did there? Call the show. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. All right, you heard the deal. I record for the hardworking average Joe and James that grind in life. All righty. So I saw this headline here, and this represents the wussification of America. This represents the reason why millennials and Generation Zs are despised. I was on a soccer team 17 years ago, and we came in 12th place, and we got a trophy. And this kind of goes right up that alley. I'm comparing myself to Patrick Mahomes. During the third quarter of Sunday's AFC divisional playoff game, Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes suffered a concussion following a hit by Cleveland Brown linebacker Mack Wilson. Well, his mom went to Twitter, and she was complaining about it, saying that she was mad that the player was evil, and she called him number 54, which he is. And then the problem was this. You have Patrick Mahomes saying that it was all good on Twitter and that he forgave the guy, but then you have his mom on Twitter defending him. Listen. When you're making $500 million altogether to play football, you know what you're going to sign up for. Every single football player in their lifetime probably gets CTE. I don't know, because I did 2-a-days for 2 days 13 years ago and quit because I'm a wussy. But I'm sick and tired of the parents of professional athletes and the parents of any athlete ever. It's always the parents of the quarterback. Oh, the quarterback can't be touched. He's such a precious little angel. If the quarterback can't be touched, then you might as well not have an offensive line because, it's just going to get in the way. I'm just saying, it's such ignorance. It's such entitlement. How dare you hurt my baby who's making $500 million and knows he's putting his body on the line? And you know very damn well, if it was any other person, if it was Chad Haney that got a concussion, she wouldn't have cared as much. If it was Baker Mayfield, she wouldn't have cared as much. But, oh, my poor baby. It just drove me utterly nuts. Also, speaking of weird quarterbacks, former NFL quarterback Johnny Manziel woke up and decided he wanted to just begin crap with Browns fans on Twitter. Man, 7 years ago, that guy was proclaiming himself to be the king of Cleveland, which doesn't say much. And now he's on Twitter. One guy said, "You're a loser and you never made it in football." And he goes, "Listen, man, I made it farther than you ever did." And another guy goes, "Don't think we'd ever live to see the day that Johnny Manziel is trolling haters." And he goes, "But go back to 2014 and you were kissing my ass." But that's not what he was saying. How far low have you gone, Johnny? Where you were the self-proclaimed king of Cleveland and you were going to take over the NFL and you were Money Manziel and you had everything going for you. But then, 7 years later, you're responding to Twitter. You're no different than any of the haters. Oh boy. Father, Son, Holy Spirit of the man I don't really believe in, but I pray to anyway whenever I have panic attacks. We have a call from the 941, which is Sarasota, and usually they don't like me across the bridge. So let's see. 1025 The Bone, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Ryan. I just got to say, I like Hoppy Hour. I'd rather listen to this than the Mike Calta after show every day.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah.
I am going to dump that. I appreciate the people that call in and say that I'm great, but don't rip into my other coworkers because my other coworkers are the ones that have given me the time of day. All right, 90 seconds. Listen, you know what I'm sick and tired of? Celebrity entitlement. You know what happened? Matthew McConaughey went to a wrestling match and spit on some people. Listen, if I were to go to a wrestling match, people would want me to wrestle, and then I'd get my ass kicked, and I would need scoliosis surgery again. But you know what else would happen? I would get my ass kicked if I spit on anybody else. But when it's Matthew McConaughey, oh, hilarious, just spitting on people. Ridiculous. Last thing before we go to break. Micah, Corey Cardinal, Denise. Did you guys ever eat Hot Pockets growing up? Listen, Corey, you probably shouldn't have ever had it. All right, I'm going to turn off your mic.
I'm doing the McConaughey.
What are you doing?
I'm doing the McConaughey from
All right.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, got it. I thought you were doing a ticking time bomb of this ending.
It is. is, yeah. This
Nestle Prepared Foods is recalling approximately 770,000 pounds of now ready-to-eat pepperoni Hot Pockets, Corey Cardinal.
I love this.
I'm
No, he didn't.
because guess what? I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Also, I'm surprised that people are now finding out that Hot Pockets are bad for you. I mean, when you're eating a Hot Pocket, you're basically just signing up for a death sentence.
This is Hoppy Hour. You're listening to the Mike